to the weekend roundup number 3. This one is sponsored by Tribal Beast Fitness. They make our warm-ups for Virginia United. It's high quality stuff. I'll get all your athletic apparel and use code WorldXP for 15% off at checkout. Link will be in the description below. There you go. You see it there on the screen. You got the nice logo, Tribal Beast logo. Juniors, you got the initials and the number, and then the VA United logo up there. High quality
Very nice
stuff.
quality.
Cannot recommend enough. Code
We love
WorldXP
it.
at checkout. Link in the description, and all that stuff will be down below. Check out the website. All sorts of good stuff. Hoodies, leggings, all sorts of stuff. Junior, we got some big transfers going on, don't we? Camavinga
Yes,
confirmed.
sir.
31 mil to Real Madrid.
What a steal, man. That's a huge, 31 mil for Camavinga in this market. I would think he'd be going for at least like someone in the 70s, maybe. So, he's great. He's great. He's a great young player, and he has a lot of potential. So I can't wait to see him play in La Liga.
Yeah, and he'll learn from Modric and Kroos as well. That'll be good for him. He'll get to step
Yep.
in and kind of see how they play, see what they do. And for them, if he ends up leaving at some point to the next, I don't know how long the contract is, probably 4 years maybe? I don't know. But if he leaves, he will, unless something horrible happens to his career, which we hope it doesn't, obviously, but he will go for way more than the 30 mil that they paid for him now. So all around good business, I think, from Real Madrid, which is also funny because Florentino Perez was going around going, we have no money, we need the Super League, and then it's like, oh, by the way, we're going to bid 180 mil for Mbappe, and then we're going to pay this 30 mil for Camavinga. So I did hear that from Fabrizio's Twitter that they might put in another bid for Mbappe, one last final one, which I would imagine would probably be around 190 or 200.
Oh, that'd be interesting because either way, even if they don't want to give him now, just gotta wait one more season because apparently Mbappe is ready to spend one more season there and just go on a free to Madrid. So that'd be smarter on Madrid's side, but I can see them preparing at least one more, see if they can.
It's Madrid. Between Madrid
Yeah,
and Barcelona, the transfer spending, who knows, man. I do want
yeah,
Mbappe to stay, though. I think that watching that front three in the Champions League, especially against City, like the quality of soccer that's going to be played. Did you watch the City PSG? What was it, semi or quarterfinal
yeah. Of
last year?
course, of
That
course.
first leg, the first half of the first leg was probably the highest quality soccer I think I've seen in my life,
Really?
or close to it. Just like
No, I could agree. I could agree
everything
now.
was so precise. The tactics were so precise. The touches were precise. Like everything, just all the little, everyone was on their form. The touches were so sharp. I remember watching it and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so good.
Yeah. Now add Messi to that.
Yeah, add Messi to that. And then on the other side, Grealish as well. And it's a whole, geez. I'm looking forward to that tie in particular. Let's see what else we got going on. Sabitzer to Bayern, another Bundesliga player going to Bayern, I should say. This one doesn't bother me as much, It's not a Lewandowski or a Hummels type transfer. I think Leipzig have enough depth in midfield to kind of cope with it. Forsberg, Leimer, Dani Olmo, they signed Iliax Moriba from Barcelona. They've got some players that can hold in that spot, and I don't think it strengthens Bayern too much. Like Kimmich and Goretzka are still going to be the starters in that midfield. But the only thing I could think of is they are having some trouble at the right back spot, so they might move Kimmich back to right back, and then it would be a Sabitzer, Goretzka midfield. But also they have
Mm-hmm.
Corentin Tolisso and others. So I don't know. I don't
And
think
how
it's
many?
strength.
And one more, and one more, and one more.
Yeah,
I see the frustration between that some Bundesliga fans might have because I don't think it's like you said, it's not a Lewandowski or a world class player, but I think it's the um like the whole package of them just kind of taking their coach,
yeah,
taking their center back, and now they're taking their captain or their midfield, one of their midfielders. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like they just came in second. That is a title contending team eventually. So, I mean, I don't know. It just kind of sucks
Yeah.
to
We'll
see that,
see.
but
Maybe Dortmund will come in second this year instead. So, that'll be our. Jeez, never mind. Moving on.
moving on.
Dan James to Leeds, 28 mil, which is nuts when you consider that Sabitzer went for 16 mil.
And Camavinga went for 31.
Yeah, like Dan James, nothing against the guy, but
No, of course not.
I would take the
But
others probably ahead of him.
yeah,
Good
no,
signing.
no
Good
shot.
signing for Leeds, though.
Oh, great signing for them. Great signing for them and him too. He's gonna get a lot more playing time. He's gonna fit their playing style a little bit more too. So I mean, I think that's a great signing for both parties.
Yeah, I agree. I think even without Ronaldo coming into United, they like with the Sancho signing, I think he was gonna kind of
Yeah,
get
kind of see
phased
the
out eventually. But yeah, it's good. It's good for him. He's still young. He can still develop. He's got the physical tools, which is kind of sometimes a limiting factor for a winger. Like if you're not fast enough, you can't
Mhm.
really reach that top level. He's got the pace. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I think Leeds are always a fun watch, even if they get killed. They never stop attacking. So he'll fit in
No,
just fine.
definitely. No, especially with Rodrigo now too.
Mhm.
I think that's huge. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be big for them.
yeah, 100%.
Patrick Bamford as well is also playing really well, coming
Mhm.
off a strong season too. So I mean, I think that's a great signing for Leeds.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see. And then we have not actually had a chance to talk about the Ronaldo signing. What do you think that does for them, for United?
I think that makes them title contenders in any competition that they're in. Ronaldo's gonna bring that crazy winning mentality, and you never know, like that Fergie Ronaldo duo is nuts.
He'll be
So
back. He'll be creeping back into
yeah,
the
he'll
training
be creeping
ground
back.
one day at a time,
Yep.
chewing the same piece of gum that he was chewing in 2012.
Yep. So I mean,
Uh,
I think that's gonna give nothing but a boost to Man U. You know, I
they're
think they're
back. This
definitely
transfer window,
definitely.
man. Varane,
Oh
Sancho,
yeah,
and Ronaldo. That's a huge transfer window.
huge. That's an old school transfer window for Man
Yeah,
U. Like
yeah.
that's what they used to do. So I think Man U's back to old ways. So I'm excited, man. That's 12-year-old me is so happy right now. So I mean, I can't wait.
I hope Van de Beek gets more playing time. I think he's
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is with that. Otherwise, I think he should probably leave, to be honest, because he's a good player. I think he'll fit into most, maybe not like a City or something like that, but
no, I think I can see him playing like a Gundogan, like a
yeah.
Gundogan
I mean,
role.
consistent playing time. I meant, yeah, no, definitely he could be that player for sure. Um, but yeah, let's see what else. What else we got for transfers wise. Uh, Emerson to Spurs, 30 mil from Barcelona. I've not really seen Emerson play. What are your thoughts on that?
I saw him play before he got to Barca. I mean, I think he's like a 6'1" right back. Pretty good pace, pretty good technical wise. Just doesn't really fit at Barca right now with Dest being there and playing out of his mind,
Yeah,
and also them putting a little bit more trust in Sergio Roberto. So he's been kind of switching from right back to center mid, but I guess they kind of want him at right back now. So we don't really need
interesting.
Emerson anymore. But I think he's a great addition to the Spurs. Spurs kind of need that with Sergio Aurier kind of you know in that higher age. So
Yeah, he has his
I
moments
think
of.
I think it's a great addition.
Yeah, it's also good for Barcelona. They needed to get some of the wages off the books. 30 mil is no small fee to pay, even though they're like a billion in debt or however much it is. But it's a
Oh yeah,
start. It's also
no, it
strange to
is.
me. And so, like, is he? Because he wasn't one of the ones mentioned when it was talking, like before Messi left, about getting rid of, like, kind of cutting the wage bill and recouping some of the money. He wasn't really one of the ones talked about. It was more like Umtiti and Longley and like those sorts of guys. How did that happen that he wasn't actively being shopped? Was he? It's just that Spurs needed a right back.
I think Spurs just kind of hit them up recently because they did need a right back. Because when all that was going on, it was we were looking mainly at Umtiti and all them that could have took it. Because I think Emerson was kind of more new. Like I think they couldn't really touch his wages because he's new.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just looking at the guys that could renew and could take a lower wage cut. So that fell kind of on the older guys.
Gotcha. Well, transfer window closes when tomorrow. I think tomorrow, midnight,
Tuesday.
mid or
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday is
Yep,
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep,
midnight or
Tuesday
whatever
tomorrow.
tomorrow. I don't think. Are there any other big ones that we're waiting on? I think maybe James to go back to Porto on loan.
Oh, that'd be
That's
nuts.
the
People
that's
people were saying that Felix might go somewhere, but I
no.
think Fabrizio said that he was
Fabrizio
willing.
said no shot that that's happening.
Oh,
Willian did go to Corinthians, back to Corinthians,
y'all
terminated his
terminated his
Arsenal
contract.
contract.
Yeah, I would do the same.
100%. See, you know what my bargain of the transfer window is, and we can go into we'll do another video about kind of our transfer sort of thoughts and stuff. But my bargain for the
Huh?
window is Demarai Gray from Leverkusen to Everton for 1.5 mil.
That was 1.5 mil.
Yeah,
That's
absolute
nuts.
bargain.
That's a bargain.
Yeah, I don't remember if he scored this weekend or assisted or something, but one of my buddies who's an Everton fan was like, Demarai Gray was the best player on the field for us, bar none. And I was like, yep, 1.5 million. Like, there you go.
No,
Bargain.
he was
Absolute
playing
bargain.
great. I saw the highlights. He was playing great.
Yeah, I need to take a look and
Guy's
watch those,
nuts.
but that is my bargain of the window for sure. I'm sure in good time, Camavinga will probably be looked at as a
The
bargain,
bargain. Yeah,
but 1.5 mil in this
one and a
market
half
for
mil.
for
That's
a player
nuts.
of his
That's nuts.
quality, good player. All right,
What you call it? I'm seeing Mark Cucurella
to
just got
Brighton.
just to Brighton. That's
Yeah,
huge.
that's a good one.
I'm stamping that right now on
He's a
the
good
pod
player.
on here. Yep. That he's gonna make a difference. Oh,
Bless
excuse
you.
me.
You're
Oh,
good.
thank you.
All right.
Ah,
With that, on to results. We
yeah,
could
on to
start with
results.
Bundesliga Friday. Dortmund 3-2 over Hoffenheim. Dude, I was watching this game, man, and like Dortmund play in real life like I play FIFA. No defense, too many risky passes. And then once we get to the box, pass it around the box and don't shoot. And then when we do shoot, we hit the post. And then we concede off a corner. That's
Don't
exactly
shoot.
literally what happened. So Reina scores, we go up 1-0, and I'm like, all right, good. We're cruising. They score off. I don't even remember how the goal was. I remember being annoyed by it. I don't remember. Let me who scored. Baumgart. Oh, poor marking. Yeah, of course. Shocking. Bellingham scores. We go up 2-1, and then gets to the 90th minute. And I was like, all right, we're good. We concede off a corner, and I was like, ugh. And then we go up the other end. We miss 2 tap-ins until it falls to Haaland, and then we score. And I was like, this is how we win games, and it's going to take years off my life. That's
No,
all
I
I.
feel
That's
you.
all I have
I
to say
feel
about that.
you.
That's
No,
all I
I
have to
feel
say
you.
about that. That's it.
No,
Although Daniel Malin he's starting to come into his own, I think, a little bit. So that's good. But
no, that's huge. That's huge for you guys.
yeah,
He's gonna be huge. Like you guys are gonna need
we
him.
need to fit him out wide somewhere. I think Holland is not the best in a 2 striker formation. I think maybe,
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
he's also young and they chemistry and whatever they'll still learn. All
Bayern.
right, Bayern 5-0. Lewandowski hat trick, stamp. Nothing more to say. Typical Bayern performance. Moving on. Leverkusen 4-1 winners. They've been playing quite well. They dropped 4 on Mönchengladbach last week.
Yep. Yep. That's 8 goals
They're
in 2 games. That's
yeah,
nuts. That's great.
they're
You love to
something to
see
look
that.
out for. And then the last big one of the weekend in the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg beat Leipzig 1-0. And that puts Wolfsburg at the top of the table. 3 wins from 3. They're the only team that's won all their games, and they've only conceded 1 goal. They're
And
four goals for and 1 against.
Leipzig takes 2 L's
They do. They'll be
back to
back
back.
though, right? The first one is kind of whatever. They bounced back last week. A good performance. Wolfsburg's a solid team. They'll be fine. They'll be fighting for Champions League, 100%.
Yeah.
even
Can't
though
wait
they
for
lost.
Ajax to get there. I want to see
Yeah,
Ajax play in the Bundesliga.
yeah,
That's gonna
yeah.
be awesome.
That'll be a good one, man. He's a talent. I'm excited. Just all the players moving around like gets me excited for the new season.
Oh, for sure.
even though we're already 3 games in, it doesn't really feel like it's started yet because the transfer window is still going.
Yeah, like those players haven't like a lot of those players haven't played yet, and you're just
Yeah.
like, come
I
on,
almost
come
feel
on.
like when they come back from the first international break, that's like the start of that's the start of the season. Like when they
Yeah,
come back in 2 weeks.
I feel like they should change it back to the transfer window ends the first game of the season, just
Yeah.
because like it's so like I don't know, you know what I mean?
Also,
I don't know.
yeah. Also, it'd make clubs do their business, and players wouldn't be holding out and stuff, and this and that.
Yeah,
Speaking of holdouts, Harry Kane is no longer a holdout.
what I
Spurs
called it.
one
I
0
called
win.
it. I
Yeah,
called it. Go back,
yeah.
watch the last episode.
You did that. He
I
was
said it.
staying.
Yep.
Yeah, I think once they spent the money on Grealish, I think kind of the writing was on the wall that they didn't have the leverage. Daniel Levy plays hardball.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have saw me post it on my story that Harry Kane literally came out with the statement the next day after Grealish was announced.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
So it was like he was just waiting to see if it was either him or Grealish.
they look good. 3 wins from 3. Haven't conceded a goal. They need to score more probably, but one of those wins was against City, who have won both their other games 5-0 each. So
I mean, they have a solid squad. They have a
they
solid
do.
squad
They
and a
do.
solid coach.
Still some holes, but with Emerson coming in, Højbjerg is still there. He's been playing Oliver Skip, who didn't get any playing time last season, and
Yeah,
he's
and he
looked
hasn't been
good.
playing bad.
No, yeah, he's looked decent. So things to look out for. It's good for them to look out for that. Let's see who else. United 1-0 winners over Wolves. I don't know.
Big shutout.
They didn't
Big shutout
look.
though.
It was, but they didn't look that great. Like at one point in the second half, they had one shot on target, and Wolves had 6. Yeah,
Just
Ronaldo. Yeah,
wait.
once Ronaldo
Just
gets in
wait.
there, it'll be better. But
Just wait.
hey,
It's coming. Him
Greenwood's a
and
stud, bro,
Rashford. Him and Rashford with Greenwood. Oh,
and Sancho.
nuts,
The
nuts.
the four
I don't
of
even
them.
know where to put. Where do you put everybody?
I
Because
don't
you
even
still got
know.
Fernandez and Pogba and
Yeah,
McTominay. What do you do? I don't know. But that's exactly what I mean.
that's
Contenders,
that's
immediate
that's
contenders.
Ole's problem. It's not our problem.
Yeah,
It's not our problem. But yeah, I
yeah. I
mean,
don't know.
they didn't look like Wolves outshot them, and like generally based on like how the game went, it was kind of like I don't know, but that's the mark of a good team, and like they grind out the results when they need to. So
Yep.
we'll see. City, Arsenal. Jeez. Is that where we're leaving this
Yeah, I think so.
for Arsenal? City looked good, but
Just moment of
also
silence. Just moment of silence. Thank you.
all right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Everton 2-0 winners. Demarai Gray on the
Oh,
score sheet.
yep, yep. And a steal, 1 point.
Bargain.
Demi Gray.
Bargain.
And the
And
little penalty drama you saw.
yeah,
I don't know if you
I
saw that
did. I
with
did.
Richarlison and
Yeah. I don't know what's with that, man. Maybe he's angling for that PSG move, maybe if Mbappe leaves. We'll see.
I
We'll
don't know. I don't
see.
know. We'll
We'll
see.
see. The other big game for the Prem for the weekend, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Oh man, that was what
Drama.
a
Is that a
game.
red card for you?
What happened in the red card?
The handball on the line, Reece
Oh
James.
yes, 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 yes. 100%,
It's
hundred
the
percent.
forward motion that does it, isn't it?
I think yeah, it's exactly like I think if he leaves his hand there, like next to his thigh, if he leaves it there, maybe he could get away with it. But the fact that he kind of just he lifts it up
Yep.
after it hits him, like it's got to be a red. Like
Yeah.
you're purposely taking the goal scoring
100%.
opportunity away.
Yeah. Like I feel bad for him
But
because
man,
he's not that type of player to like that you associate with that sort of thing. But hey, this is the thing with Tuchel, man. He drills his sides in like they understand how to play in that way. They shut it down. Liverpool didn't look super sharp in there, although Harvey Elliott looked good.
no, they look good, but Chelsea, I don't know, man. they played so well with a
Yeah.
man down. There's points where I was watching the game and I'd be like, wait, they're a man down. Like, wait a minute. They're
Yeah.
controlling the game.
They were,
They're
I mean,
making
kind
Liverpool.
of.
I mean, dude,
Yes
I
and
don't know.
no.
There was the way I saw it. I was like, these guys are chilling. Like they're
Yeah,
1-1
like
right now. But I mean, they're
so it
playing
ended up
really well.
being Liverpool had 66% of the ball and 24 shots to Chelsea's 6. I meant 6. So it's kind of like Liverpool had all the ball in the second half, but for me, the key for Chelsea was Kovacic being able to break the lines and get out of pressure.
Hmm.
So like they'd win the ball back deep in their own half, and Kovacic would wiggle his way out of a tight spot, and then Liverpool would drop off because the like intensity of the pressing, they couldn't keep it up for like another 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That was the key because he would let them, they would breathe, he would get out of a tight spot, play into Lukaku, and they'd kind of like be able to take a breather. They didn't really create much. I think they had 1 or 2 half chances, but that for me was, and Mount is what Mount played well also, but and then Thiago Silva's leadership in the back. So that I mean, they played well. I think I don't know if you're Liverpool. I don't know if you're that unhappy with that performance. Like obviously you'd want to come away with the win, but I don't
Chelsea
know.
just. I think they just played. I mean, I don't think they played well as in they could have won that game. I just think they played well for being a man down at Anfield against a Liverpool side that's kind of flying right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I think Liverpool fans, yeah, are kind of disappointed right now, but it wasn't a terrible performance. But Chelsea fans can be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think so. All right. On to La Liga. Barcelona 2-1 winners at Getafe. Memphis Depay, 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah. He's looking
Yep,
good.
yep. I'm telling you, he's the guy. He keeps showing, he keeps proving everything I'm saying right now because I keep saying he's ready to be that guy. He wants to be that guy. He wants to take on that responsibility, and he has been. It's a great showing from the team in general. 67% possession. Shots pretty much the same for both sides. 7 to 8 on target, both three. But I mean, 685 passes. Like to
Yeah.
Getafe's 337.
It's a lot of passing.
That's
Where's
a lot of.
Griezmann been? Griezmann's been MIA.
Yeah, I think he's injured.
No, he
No, wait.
started. He's an MIA, man. Somebody needs to go find him. Put on an APB for Antoine Griezmann. Missing in
Damn.
action. Last seen at the Camp Nou, warming up.
I guess so. Somebody's got to go find that guy.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Is he not meshing with the pie or like what? Like what's going on?
I don't know. I think the team just needs to kind of find their identity again, and they're just kind of going through the motions right now and finding, that chemistry that we really do need to build without Messi there, because I feel like everybody's kind of just so dependent, Messi
Yeah,
dependent.
except the
So
pie, which is why he's flying because he came in.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. The Pie
that
came in
makes
with a
sense.
completely different mentality.
That makes
And
sense.
Breathwaite's always been that guy that he's just a workhorse. He's gonna work
Yeah.
hard no matter what.
All right. Let's see. Real Madrid ran out. What 1-0 winners? I think it was. Let's
Well,
look.
no winners in a tough game against a tough Betis team. I was
Yeah.
watching that game, and Carvajal came up with the late winner, but luck. I mean, not luckily, but Betis literally right before they scored, Betis could have took the lead if they would have just made the right pass. Would have took the lead. I don't think Madrid come back from that 1-0 if they take that lead
Yeah.
with I think it was
Yeah.
Juanmi that just
Wrong
made the wrong
decision.
decision. Yeah.
Yeah. They have good players as well. Fakir, Sergio Canales, Joaquin, Christian Theo, all sorts of good players. They'll probably be up there fighting for Champions League. I would think come the end of the season.
Yeah, I hope so. But I mean, Madrid again coming up big. I really feel like people are sleeping on Bale and Hazard and the teams that they have right now because I mean
Did you see that
even
tweet that the PSG? Speaking of Bale, did you see that tweet that the PSG president put out?
I think it was his brother,
Or was
the
it his brother? It
president's
was like,
brother.
if you don't
Yeah.
meet our price, you'll complete the season with the golfer.
Yeah, he's like we've sent you our initial price. If you don't meet it, you can finish the season with the golfer.
Yeah, top class bands.
That's nuts.
LOL. Oh, then last but not least, certainly Atletico Villarreal 2-2, wild own goal to give Atletico the point.
So I mean, talk about luck, man, and talk about unluckiness. Because that VRL defender is gonna have nightmares about that, and that keeper too. That's always tricky. It's not. I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just miscommunication. Both
Yeah,
people try to do the right thing, and are just unlucky. And
yeah,
Atletico come away with the big point that they might need later on
yeah.
in the season.
It's weird. Athletic, well, I don't know. That's how they play it. When you look at the stats, though, possession even. Villarreal only had 2 shots and they scored both of them. Atletico had 23 shots, 4 on target.
23 shots.
Only 4 on target, though. You'd want that. They really like. It's weird. It's like you can say they got away with one, but at the same time, they didn't really get away. Like didn't really get away with one. With like, if you look at shots on target, it's only 4-2. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
and I mean everything. Yeah, everything looks pretty head to head. So I mean, there's 23 shots. You can take 23 shots, but if they're just not good shots, what's the point?
Yeah.
If you're not testing the keeper, you're not putting it on target. What's the point?
So, as it wraps up before the international break for La Liga, you have 6 teams on 7 points, tied.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Hopefully, it stays that way till the end of the season. Although I think Mallorca will probably drop off, but the other 5, nothing against Mallorca. It's just
No, no, no,
yeah.
of
But
course
the
not.
other 5, I hope it stays like that because that would make for a really really interesting season, and I think most football fans would be down for that. To be honest.
Yeah, and I think there's some teams that are not even on there, like up there right now, that are gonna make those that I feel like that can make those runs.
Yeah.
Like
So
a Real Sociedad side that
Sociedad, well, they're right there.
yep,
There's 6 points, and then
Athletic
Real
Club, I
Betis.
think
Yep.
Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean Real Betis, yes, like you said, they're in 14th right now, but they have a team that can win a couple games in a row and climb up the table pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
We'll see. Hope it's shaping up to be one of the most competitive seasons, I think, all around. Like the Premier League is gonna looking like it's gonna be super competitive. La
Yep.
Liga is looking like it's gonna be super competitive. Serie A as well. Ronaldo's gone, looking like it's gonna be competitive. And then
Yeah.
the Bundesliga, so competitive. The fight for second place, just unreal.
I thought you were going there next. That's why I
No, no,
started
no.
laughing.
It'll be so competitive after first spot.
Yeah.
But even so, right? Like you can, yeah, it sucks that it's not competitive for the title, but like the rest of it, it's you got teams that like you don't really know what's going to happen. Like there's not foregone like conclusions most of the time. Like even Bayern have their moments of like what are they doing? So I don't know. They're not invincible, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So
No, they definitely aren't. They definitely aren't. Just after that one loss, they'll win like 12 in a row. So
yeah, and then they'll lose to like Hertha Berlin for no reason. Wait, didn't
yeah.
they just beat Hertha? I don't know. They'll lose to somebody else.
Uh,
Somebody
yeah.
else
Lose
really
like a
random for no
semifinal in
reason.
the Pokal or Pokal
Yeah,
Cup.
the FB Pokal. All
Yeah.
right. Well, for all you guys listening, thank you. We appreciate the support. Remember, promo code WorldXP, 15% off. Link will be in the description. And we will see you guys next time.
See
Peace.
you guys.